look at that guy on the wrong side of the highway. He's going to kill somebody.
God!
Hey! Hey!
What's going on? Joker wants to race. All right, come on, let's go.
Put your window down!
He wants something. He's probably drunk.
You're going the wrong way!
What?
You're going the wrong way!
We're going. Yeah, how did he know? Thank you.
You're going in the wrong direction! You're going to kill somebody! You're going the wrong way!
What is it?
We're going to be using aliases our next job to relate to each other by your Christian names. And I don't want any talk about yourself personally. That includes where you've been, your wife's name, where you might have done time, or a bank maybe you're robbing. Here are your names. Mr. Brown, Mr. White, Mr. Orange, Mr. Blue, and Mr. Pink.
Why am I Mr. Pink?
Because you're a faggot, all right?
Why can't we pick our own colors?
No way. Tried it once, doesn't work. You have 4 guys all fighting over who's going to be Mr. Black, but they don't know each other, so nobody wants to back down. No way, I pick. You're Mr. Pink. Be thankful you're not Mr. Yellow.
Yeah, but Mr. Brown is a little too close to Mr. Shit.
Mr. Pink sounds like Mr. Pussy. How about if I'm Mr. Purple? That sounds good to me. I'll be Mr. Purple.
You're not Mr. Purple. Some guy on another job is Mr. Purple. You're Mr. Pink.
Who cares what your name is?
Yeah, that's easy for you to say. You're Mr. White. You have a cool-sounding name. All right, look, if it's no big deal to be Mr. Pink, you want to trade?
Hey, nobody's trading with anybody. This ain't a goddamn fucking city council meeting, you know? Now listen up, Mr. Pink. There's 2 ways you can go on this job. My way or the highway. Now what's it gonna be, Mr. Pink?
Jesus Christ, Dennis. Fucking forget about it. It's beneath me, you know? I'm Mr. Pink. Let's move on.
I'll move on when I feel like it. Come on. Let's go, Captain Lindfirst. Try again. Hey, everybody. Is there a window open? I feel a draft. Wanted a kiss, I'd call your mother. That was a good one.
Hey, prehistoric forest.
I'm sorry. So sorry.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Andy. I shouldn't have called the apple fritter a donut.
Really? What changed your mind?
Well, might have been that 2x4 you hit me with out there. Hurts here, a little bit here, but mostly here.
Yeah, well, Miss, are apple fritters donuts?
Absolutely.
I knew it. Yeah, well, anyways, I'll have a waffle.
Ahoy, friends. It's me, Dave Landau. After a long night on stage, I like to kick back with a captain's hat and a fine cigar and watch the Dennis and Andy show. These guys are huge nerds, but they're the kind that you actually want to hang out with. Enjoy them. I do.
What is up, everybody? It is the DNA Show. Special alert. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, coming across the wire on this beautiful Friday evening. Yes, we are here. We are going to excite you and talk to you. Zombie Boy at 4:25 p.m. Wow. Woo! Hope you're still here, buddy. Maromi, hello. Randy Howell. Let's see who else we got. Dennis's Citizen Ronan, Dan Genovese, Marcus Kelligrew, Prater 7. Jim tells you, he does. He tells me all the time. Paulus Arts. Prater 7, LE, the Dreaming Chrysalis, Cole King, Sleeping Psychopathy. Hello. We're going to start the show off the only way we know how. It's nighttime, which means we can do a shot through the dark heart. And
Heck
you're
yeah.
to blame.
It's going to be...
What glass do you have, Dennis? Do we match?
Gee, I wonder what that would be.
Oh,
I say
yeah.
it's time for a Trump shot. Heck yeah.
That's right. Let's do it. Cheers, my friend.
Cheers.
Oh, good stuff. Woo! That put hair on my chest. I feel them poking out right now.
So what you drinking, Andy?
Old Smoky Tennessee whiskey, peanut butter flavor.
Oh, that's good stuff.
That is good stuff. What do you have?
I was debating between this or Lefroy tonight, and I decided to go with the Penelope, the barrel strength bourbon whiskey.
Isn't that nice? So sweet. So sweet. Let's see. Still heading home. Rennie says, be there in about 15. Perfect. Good times. Good times. Well, she will be here to join us, but that's not going to hold us back from,
I said, no, it's not going to hold us back. I mean, some people are tuning in to see why we're streaming on a Friday night when so many others, and look at the Diaz brothers are late. So people are joining us just because others are late. We've got
that's
you
right.
covered tonight.
So guys, it was I don't know when it was, maybe a month ago or so. We were on Renee's channel. Hello. And talking about Kor-Drath, and if you saw it, then you saw this. That would be her black and white line art for her wonderful Kor-Drath variant cover. Well, guys, we now have this full colors, colored by her colors, Carlos, that she works with, and it just came out beautiful. It is a fantastic piece by Miss Irene Strychalski. I should actually probably tell her I saw her message too. Dennis, talk it up a little bit.
Yeah, so we've been excited. I know she's on her way back. She will be joining us as soon as she can. And, we had talked to her about what we kind of wanted to see for a cover. And she came up with a really cool idea. And boy, it turned out great. And then, we were debating on, having the massively talented Dan Lawless color it. But with Renee's stuff, having her own colorist, they work so well together and stuff. It just seemed like a natural fit for this one to have the two of them pair up and put out a fantastic cover for Kor-Drath.
But here's the big news. Here's the big news. Guys, if you backed the collector's box, either one, the Awakening box or the Get It All, which has every thing from the Reckoning and the Awakening, this cover is now part of that box. So if you backed it, you'll be getting this cover. You'll also be getting the black and white line art virgin cover in the collector's box. Oh, look at that. I misspelled collectors. I must fix that. In the collector's box as well. And that is the only way to get the black and white cover is if you were to get the collector's box. It's not available as an add-on or anything like that. So if you want that one, I got to refresh. That misspelling's killing me, and I just fixed it. So let me just do that. Should be good now. Let's see. Yes, it is. So yes, so the black and white cover is in the box. So everybody that's back to box will be getting both covers in their box. You don't have to do anything. When we do fulfillment, we'll be like, oh, this person got a box. They get these two books as well. And
say it
we
ain't
did.
so. It is so. One of the things that we
is
said
so
at the beginning with you guys that are backing the big boxes and stuff like that, if we put out anything extra throughout it, anybody who backed the stuff, the big boxes, they're automatically getting included because it includes it. And we'll go ahead and take the hit for it because, you know, you guys backed it. And you know what? We love you guys. And that's a great way to do it. So kind of a way to say thank you.
That's right. So we put up a graphic as well, because the thing is with Indiegogo, once somebody chooses a tier, makes a backing, you can't swap out anything, not even the image. So we popped up a nice graphic on the main page for you guys and for newcomers that has a list of everything included in the box. Yes, it is hard to read on this screen, but if you actually go to the Indiegogo page, link in the description below, it will not be hard to read. And same with the volume 1 and 2, get everything collector, the huge barbarian box. Just everything is in there. And once again, Reenie's 2 covers, the black and white and the ever so lovely full color. So that is it. And yeah, very excited to have it done. This has been in the works. I think we talked to Reenie about it, and actually, I think it was last year. It was probably last year, early this year. And you know, she's a busy bee, and she got us the black and white art. Like I said, we did a stream with her a month ago. You guys saw it, and then we got her colorist on it, or I should say, she did. She handled all that. Great person to work with. And he knocked it out of the park. So there you go. And yeah, so go check it out. Her cover is available as a add-on as well. The best thing I can say that if you want it, you've already backed it, is back it again, do the add-on, let me know what your first backing was, and I will shoot you a refund for it. So if you do want this cover and you already backed it, to save on shipping, just back it again, shoot me a message, and with your original backer number, and I will shoot you a refund. And there you go. That was the easiest way to do it. So yeah, we like to keep things nice and easy for you guys and for us. I mean, guys, you saw the video of us fulfilling last year. It's not rocket science, but Dennis was still having issues. I mean, I haven't said much before, but I even threatened him one day and said, do I need to go to Home Depot and get some good qualified guys standing on the corner to do this because you're having issues? And he was like, no, I want to do it, Mr. Smith, sir. And I said, okay, no need for the Mr. Smith. I like the sir, so keep that up. It's about how it went, isn't it, big guy?
Sure, in your world, yep, that is how everything goes. You guys saw the video. You know, Andy was running around singing and dancing and stuff like that. Oh, I mean, guys, day after day, 12 hours a day, putting up with that. I mean, I don't know. I feel like one of those dock workers, except without the 6-figure paychecks.
Oh, PD Boss says, sweet. Thank you, Andy. You're very welcome. Amish Ninja, cover looks great, guys. Thank you. Dude, don't even get me started. I mean, we got to talk about other stuff anyhow. But I guess the leader of those dock workers, that union guy, saying, like, just coming across, you want to talk about dictators. That dude's coming across like mob boss dictator. Oh, if you guys don't meet our demands, we'll cut off everything. You won't get cars. You won't get goods. We'll hold America hostage, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, you're not making a good argument. I'm like, oh, I don't like technology that much either because it takes jobs. But the way you're running your mouth, yeah, no problem. Make it all with technology and boot them all out of there. And then they can be sitting there going, oh, what happened? What happened?
I know Billy, I think, posted the interview and stuff right on his X, so it was like, oh yeah, there it
Did
is.
he really?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh.
But so I hope you guys, those that could be impacted, you went out and got your toilet paper, your paper towels, some canned food. Maybe you guys even went and followed some of Rob Hunter's advice and stocked up on a few things, and you're going to be sitting pretty.
That's right. Maromi says that'll speed up tech for the next contract time, right?
It sure
I mean,
will.
Dennis, not everybody can be. I mean, not everybody has been to your palatial estate like I have. And you don't have to run out and stock up on TP because you have a sweet bidet. And let me tell you, that thing works great.
Okay, everybody. Once again, you guys I do not have a bidet. You know what? I'll tell you what.
Wait, that's right. You don't. That was your water cooler I was using to clean out.
Those guys that are wondering about bidets, put a link in there or message in the chat if you've got one. Bidets are dangerous to have in your house. Bidets have such a high chance of springing a leak. And our neighbors found this out. They had went over to India for a couple of weeks. And my wife was out walking, and all of a sudden she noticed water flooding out of the garage. And she's like, what the hell's going on? None of the neighbors, she went and got them and stuff, here to find out they were out of town. Their entire house flooded. And the entire downstairs had to be redone. They had to fly back home. Lots of mold, lots of bad things happened, all because they found out it was the bidet, once again, that sprung a leak, flooded the house, hundreds of thousands of dollars of damage. So yeah, guys, just saying, while if you travel overseas and you get to try them, they are nice, but the ones here, wow, just I've heard so many horror stories of bidets here in the States.
Here, I thought you were going to say they're dangerous because if the pressure's too high, it could possibly tear your sphincter.
Yeah, the police were contacted and they did come over and shut off the water.
Thank God for that. Everything was salvaged and saved.
The strike has been suspended. Yes. Well, I heard temporarily, so I don't know if there's been an update since we came on. But
I mean, as far as I know, it still is.
It's a tentative agreement, so it very well could be. Japanese toilet, that's right. And if you want to see a good one, South Park had a great episode on it this year on the Japanese. What was it? The 10,000 T10,000 or something. It's awesome.
Oh, really?
Are we still going? Yeah.
Boeing still going.
And unfortunately, I think I will be flying Boeing. So, guys, this could be my last chance to talk to you. If I don't return, you can thank Boeing for wiping out one of your creators.
I don't know, man. You're a pretty hefty fellow. I think if that door ripped off or there was a hole and it was right next to you, I think you'd be sturdy, grounded to your seat. In fact, the little kids and the small people would be flying out that hole right next to you.
You'd
be like, now the girth comes into freaking play as a great thing.
I don't know. At
30,000 feet,
don't think that's how that works at 30,000 feet.
Yeah, I think you'd be fine. You could plug the hole. Stand right in front of it. Just
all right. Leg Kick says, I am involved in the Boeing machinists and the planes are fine. Everybody, we have it live. If something happens to me, Leg Kick said I would be fine. So I am going up in the plane. Just saying. Thank you, Leg Kick. I feel much better now.
Yes, that's right. Dennis is going on his 165th vacation for the year at the end of next week. He'll be here for the DNA show on Wednesday. We'll see a movie on Thursday, and on Friday, it is Leaving on the Jet Plane. Randy says, which tiers get the Rini cover?
Which one I'm flying yet? I am not sure.
So there's a separate tier just for Rini's cover, which is cover C or cover E. And you'll see it because the little thumbnail showing her cover. That's cover E. It is also an add-on. And then if you want the black and white virgin cover, that is available in the Awakening box bundle or the Kor-Drath Volume 1 and 2 Get Everything collector box bundle only. And there you go. That is how you can get the Rini cover. That sounds like jealousy. Wait, if your buddy goes on 165 vacations in a year, you're telling me you wouldn't be jealous? I say you are lying. Of course I'm jealous. I haven't had one vacation this year, let alone 165. He's got me by 164.
At least it stayed 165 to the last 3 minutes. Usually, and Marcus can, I see he's out there, he can, verify that. Usually it's 50, then in 65, and then 80, and just walking 100 feet. So hey, at least it's down there. But the other thing I wanted to say is those of you that already bought back the Kor-Drath the Awakening box bundle or the Get Everything Kor-Drath bundle, both copies are automatically included with it. There's no extra charge for it. And, it's all freebie stuff. And if anything else cool comes out like that, we will be including it with those boxes for nothing.
That's right.
Dennis speaks the truth. See, as always, you guys can rely on me. If you want hyperbole, you can talk to Andy. But if you want truth, you can talk to me. Smokey, you guys going to put that cover on a shirt?
No plans as of now.
Yep, I was going to say, I suppose it will all depend on how well this cover does. If you guys are gangbusters for this cover and you really like it, and we start getting a lot of messages about, could we get this? We can look into doing that as a cover. But as of right now, we've got the Adriana cover that,
look at that. It's already hit him. The poster. That one shot already hit him. He said we can look into doing this as a cover. It's already a cover. He meant shirt.
As a shirt.
Wow. Okay, put the bottle down. Put your shot glass away. We see it's already gone to your head.
I don't know what you're saying.
Oh, I know exactly what I'm saying. I know exactly what I'm saying. Oops, that's not the tab I want to look at. Trying to see here.
So anyway, you guys just have to let us know. You can either put it in the comments to the side here. And if anybody's on we are streaming on Rumble simultaneously, and I checked, it is running. So once again, you guys can comment on the links. Our Rumble chat is working through here. Our X obviously is not, so you guys would have to hop on one of the other ones to chat. Otherwise, you can message us on X or Facebook or, however.
Any of those fine things, I guess. Yes. I got to see something here. What am I looking at? It's got a list. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. That's a lot. Huh. Interesting. Okay. A little housekeeping. So, Dennis, I hear Joker isn't doing so hot and whatnot at the box office. Good thing I talked you out of going to see it yesterday.
Yeah, I will say I made a great choice. Andy really was trying to get me to go because we had seen the first one. I just can't bring myself. I do not like musicals, and I know some of you will disagree with me. I'm not a musical fan in the first place. That doesn't mean there's not a few of them I don't mind. Greatest Showman, Grease. but there really aren't many. I had to take
Cats.
an entire semester of it in college, and that's when I realized I absolutely hated them. Not fond of musicals whatsoever.
Oh,
So I was like, no,
Tippy
I
Tail.
want to see it. He's like, come on. I'm like, no, not going. Well, what were we going to see then? And it was Megapolis. And Andy's like, nah, I don't want to see that. And I'm like, or Transformers. And
I got to
guys,
be honest. I think Megapolis actually. Why don't you see if there's any ratings out for that yet? Critic ratings and audience scores. Because I don't know. I just think that movie's going to crap the bed. I could be wrong, but I just think it is. After I heard the spoiler ending, I was nope, not going to do it. Yeah, I heard it as well. And I've got Max, HBO Max, whatever. So when it does come out digitally on Max, I will watch it because why not? Because of that ending. I heard the spoiler ending and I was like, oh, that's interesting. But it's not enough to make me go sit through it because I'm the same. I don't hate musicals, but man, I am not a musical fan.
Yeah. Sleeping, I did go to college and I did graduate. I done graduated. So, I done good.
Tippy Tail says, my daughter said the ending made no sense. There's no build up to it. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, without seeing it, I guess I can't defend it, but you could say if there was no build up to it, it would really be more shock value then.
We will find out. I'm not watching it, but we did go see Transformers and we did drop our reviews. Yeah, so that is on there. And,
all right. Here is Dennis. I'm not talking about you. Here is the lady woman of the hour. Hello, Renee.
There she
Hello,
is.
what's up, guys?
Hi, Renee. How
Showing off
you?
your lovely cover.
I see. I actually have not seen this in color until now. So,
Oh, really?
Oh,
no,
I didn't know that.
No, I haven't. Yeah, my colorist doesn't talk to me.
I assumed he sent you a special link and everything for it.
Nah.
There it is, bigger. So.
Well, he does a good job.
He did. He did a very nice job. We're offering the Virgin no logo variant line art in the collector box only. So
we didn't want to cover up that picture with any words. We just thought a Virgin cover on that just looks like the thing to do.
That's right.
Awesome. Thank you. I'm glad you guys liked it. It was fun to draw. You got some cool character designs.
See,
you did a great job.
That looks great, Renee. Jan, a great cover. Look at that. The chat, they love you, Renee.
Yeah. Well, I love them too. Hello. Oh. Yeah, everyone back this. Back. Books.
So
bye.
how have you been doing? It's been what was it, like a month ago we were on with you? A month and a half, something like that.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been too long.
Yes, too long. Just same old working away. But yeah, been good. I haven't been streaming much, but that's because I'm getting drawing done.
I know. Hey, what did you? I saw you were the guest on Graybeards Wednesday, and it was Dave Gibbons Day. What did you draw, Dave Gibbons wise? And did they have to tell you who Dave Gibbons is?
No, but Google did.
Oh, damn it.
Hey, don't blame me. Blame my art education that didn't teach me. Like they taught me about Watchmen and I read it, but then I never remembered the artists. It's my fault. It's my fault. No excuses. Yeah, I drew Rorschach. I can pull it up. It's right over here.
Yeah, we want to see it because we didn't get to watch Graybeards. We promoted the show because when we signed off, we're like, everybody go join Renee in the Graybeards. And I think a lot of people did. So but we didn't get to see it.
Cool. Yeah, I actually have been doing tons of drawing streams. So I've got a few pieces to show, but here's my Rorschach.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, full screen
that. Oh, look
Yeah.
at that. Nice.
Oh, I like that.
There
Let
you
me guess.
go.
What did Aaron pick? Was it a lady? Was it a woman character?
No, I think he drew Green Lantern.
What? Aaron did Green Lantern? I love Green Lantern.
Yeah, he was it Green Lantern, or am I crazy?
No, Dave Gibbons did a run on Green Lantern. So
Oh, there you
nice.
go. He got to color and everything because it's Aaron and he must outperform everyone else.
He likes to
Oh,
he likes to try and always show up the women. He
he
did say on the
colored it in
professionals.
everything.
I
Uh,
know. Oh
So,
gosh.
Irene, since you're showing it, Tippy Tail's asking how much. I think somebody wants to buy that from you.
Well, we do have 300 confirmed.
300.
That is
Well,
up to you.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm selling this now.
There you go, guys.
We'll see. We'll see. I have an auction coming up and a convention, so yeah, I might be saving it.
Oh,
And I saw a
awesome.
thumbnail on the screen for the gray beards. Did you paint on like a beard or something on your face?
Yeah, no, I grew a Salvador Dali style mustache just for the show, and afterwards I
shaved it
shaved
off.
it off. Yeah, it's my superpower. I can just grow
Wow.
facial hair whenever
Salvador
necessary.
Dali.
I mean,
Now I'm really jealous.
it is gray beards. I can't go on without a beard.
Well, that is a superpower because one, you're female, as far as I know, and two, you're Asian,
Mostly.
and they're pretty hairless anyhow, right?
Yeah, we're mostly hairless. So,
Yeah.
but I'm only half Asian, so I got the beard growing from my
you got
Polish
you got the beard growing gene from your dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got it. I get it. That's
Put it
nice.
to good use.
Nice.
Speaking of
Where's the
Salvador
convention that you're
Dali,
going to?
Can you see? Can you see that what I'm pointing at?
No, Dennis, it's
No,
way
what
too
are you
far
pointing
away.
at?
It's too small. Hang on. I'll show you.
Yeah, that's what she said, Dennis. So where's your convention at?
I'm going to New York.
Oh, you're on that New York Comic Con?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you got a table, doing table and everything then, I guess?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I'm excited. It's been
Is
a
that your
while
first-
since
so it's not your
thing.
first time going there.
No, I've actually done New York like 2 or 3 times before. And I was there in 2019, but I hadn't gone back since COVID hit. But I like the show a lot, and I like it's New York. It's cool. I like making a vacation. It's probably not so cool now, but we'll see. I'll try to not get stabbed.
Yeah, you'll have to let us know how it is.
I will.
Hey, Andy, do you know what that is, Andy?
Yeah, that's Salvador Dali. It's a clock.
It is a
I've
clock.
been to the Salvador Dali Museum, Dennis. Have you? I know you probably have. Why'd I even ask?
What's the art piece?
I don't know the name of it. It's a clock.
Come on, Rini knows it.
The clock.
No, it's persistence of memory.
Oh, right. Yeah. Listen, I really
Like I
didn't care
said.
for art history class.
That was actually one of my favorite classes. I think we had a great teacher back in the day, and somebody did put up there, yes, I went to UW0 and before it went woke, but he was great. He had been everywhere. He had seen all the art pieces, and he took pictures of them with his own cameras and then put them on slides. Yes, back when slides were a thing, because there were no digital pictures, and he brought them in to show. It was fantastic. And then we got to travel and go see him. So
cool.
Nice.
Persistence of memory, persistence of time. Yeah, art history I had a boring professor, so
didn't have to deal with it. That was the nice thing about the Joe Kubert School. No art history.
Yeah,
Just learning to draw.
That sounds nice. I went to an art school that was trying to be all official and stuff, so I had to do normal college things. It was funny because to be accredited and to say, well, you get a BFA.
Oh yeah, you have to, right?
Yeah, you have to do like history or get a math credit, but it was like the easiest math credit I have ever taken, and I'm not good at math.
What was it like, math wise? Because I know for that you have to take that. What do you remember? Like, what was it?
Yeah, it was one math class, and we got to fractions. It was like baby math. It was hilarious.
I was going to say, it's
it
like,
was so easy.
okay, students, Johnny goes to the art store with $5 and he buys 2 pads of paper that are $2.50 each. Does he have enough money, not including tax, to buy the 2 pads of paper?
No,
Please
because there is no such thing as tax-free. It's a trick question.
Damn it,
Yeah,
Dennis.
If they had used that math class to teach us how to do quarterly taxes and accounting and balance your finances, that would have been much more useful. But of course, they didn't do that. So
yeah, that would have been good, actually.
Yeah, our school does need that, huh?
How did your part of Georgia fare with the storm?
Oh, so Atlanta is fine. Like, I think Atlanta's a huge city, but mostly the city's fine. We thought the hurricane was going to come straight here, but it just kind of veered east at the last minute. And so East Georgia, have some friends out there. They got like downed trees and not much flooding, but downed trees, power outages everywhere. Here in my house, just I had like the power flicker a couple times and that's it. But yeah, east, it kind of veered east at the last minute and kind of did a hook around Atlanta because like the Carolinas are up here and then you have East Georgia and Atlanta, and then it kind of just went like this. And yeah, and it's crazy how far inland it went. I'm watching all the news with the Carolinas and Appalachians. It's horrible.
It is. One of my buddies, we were just texting before we went live. He drove over to Asheville today to help out. He's really beat, so I'm going to be talking to him tomorrow. But from the sounds of it, it's you see how bad it is on some of the news clips and some of the posts that are being, and it just doesn't do it justice. It's that bad.
Yeah, it worries me a lot because it's probably not accurate, the figures they have right now, because a lot of people don't have communication and these are the mountains. So I'm worried that I'm almost certain that the damage and the casualties will be much, much higher because we just don't know.
Well, and I think the worst too is, I mean, the whole thing's awful, but a lot of people probably, because it's the mountains, don't have flood insurance. So,
yeah,
because I read one thing, I read one thing a guy posted asking for some advice for his, I think he said it was his niece and nephew who lost their house, and they put in a claim, and the insurance company was like, you don't have flood insurance, denied. And it's like, this is a little different, you know.
And it's hard to fathom, Asheville flooding, the Biltmore area flooding. It wasn't the Biltmore estate. But we're members, and we go over a couple of times a year to the Biltmore, and they showed pictures of Antler Village, and where we park, you park your cars and then you walk up all these steps and then you get up to the village and do it. The water was at the top of the stairs, which means the entire parking lot where our cars were, it would have been over the roofs of the cars. That's how much water. It's not even fathomable without seeing a picture, because I'm like, I don't see how it happens. And the Biltmore, when you're looking down, it's at the top of, they're in the mountains, the foothills, you call them. And as you're looking down, all that water would have to go down there. How did it flood? I mean, the volume of water, I can't even calculate.
Well, I mean, it was how many trillions of gallons did they say? I mean, it's insane. It's insane.
Yeah. I mean, I grew up in Taiwan, which is like Typhoon Island, but it's sure these typhoons and hurricanes there's only so much you can prepare, but you can prepare for them. But if you live in the Appalachians, who would have flood insurance? Who would think that a hurricane could hit them? Like, it's not anybody's fault that they weren't ready for that.
Right. And I know a lot of them would be like, really, you need flood insurance here when it's never flooded before? But Sibling asks actually a valid question. Dennis, does the insurance claims for comic collections and stores lost raise the price of books? Now, here's something that I will tell you guys that a lot of people don't know. Every insurance company is different. So I'm a comic book appraiser. I've done them for insurance companies and stuff like that. And every insurance company is different. If you are comic book collectors, which I know a lot of you watching this are collectors, if you were to get flooded or something were to happen or have a fire, chances are your comic books, your coin collection, your baseball, football cards, they're not covered. Some of the time it will be considered bulk, which means they will pay you by the pound, but they will require a lot of times a rider that you have to add separately. Or if they do cover it, a lot of times they want a complete list with current fair market value of that book supplied to them before the incident. So I'm just saying that this is a serious subject, because I was, I'm turning and looking going, wow, there would be a lot of sadness here if that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but don't you have, I thought we talked about this before, because I have separate collectible insurance from a collector's insurance company that I've had for years.
That is another way to do it, is to get a comic book, and they tend to do it differently. You just have to supply a list. You don't have to worry about fair market value. Just if something happens, they will ask for proof, which does mean you need to have a pre-done list or something with the books and the condition, and then figure out value.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Guys, when you're picking up Renee's new cover, realize it's going to go up in value, and you should get insurance for your house, or rentals insurance, at least if you are renting your place.
Yes.
And if you're a collector, for your comic books.
That's right. Exactly. So, Renee, you have dinner plans later tonight, I hear.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Oh, do tell. What's his name?
Oh, it's a secret. Oh, a lady never tells.
Oh, that means she's going out with the girl. Yeah. Wow, chicken, wow, wow.
Hello. I've been found out, but no, I do indeed occasionally have a social life. I know, it's shocking.
What? Who said you could have that? That's like Dennis going on his 175th vacation next week.
Are you?
So, guys, you just noticed it went up 10 vacations in 15 minutes. Look at that. Look at that. Yep. I am so good just sitting here on 10 vacations. I love it. Yes, we are going to Hawaii. We are hitting my last state capital, and then we have them all 50 states, all 50 capitals checked off. It will be done, and then it will be on 2 countries.
Cool.
Wow.
2 countries. Where are you going?
Well, not 2 countries. Well, now we'll start doing state cap or country capitals.
Knock the country.
Okay.
Already done London, already did Paris, been to Switzerland, knock those out. But we've got a lot of them. We're picking out our lists of the ones that we're gonna start hitting and things like that. I need to go to Norway. I do need to go to Germany's capital. The ones over there. There's a whole lot of them that we want. I hear Lebanon's nice this time of year.
See how fancy he is, guys? Renee, you weren't here. We were talking about bidets earlier, and I mentioned how I was over at Dennis's house, and he has one. And then, of course, he tries to tell everybody he doesn't have one. But we know a jet setter like Dennis, a worldwide jet setter, of course he has a bidet, guys. He's just trying to be a normal person and say he doesn't. But he does.
Of course he does.
And Lake Kick assured me that the Boeing plane I will be in will be very safe. It will get me there and back. So I have all the faith in Lake Kick.
That's
awesome.
Right. All right,
the bidet is nothing compared to all those flights. Oh,
that's
yes.
Right.
Yes, the cover.
Let's talk about the creation of this cover. So you agreed to do it. And what Dennis really wants to know is, and I said, I don't know if that's appropriate, but go ahead. I'll ask. He was a little timid. He wants to know, what was it like tackling 2 characters that are so majestic, so so
Ooh.
awe-inspiring. Did it give you stage fright? Did you sit at your desk just staring at this blank piece of paper, sweat dripping from your brow, not knowing what to do because of Dennis's creations? You know, writing wise, I did the visuals, but that's what he wanted to know.
Well, yes. I mean, I don't think I've ever felt such awe and intimidation in my heart before, but you know, I like
There it is.
challenging myself. I have that independent spirit, and I believe rising to the occasion. So even though I can never do justice to these characters and draw them the way Andy does, I gave it my best shot. I faced this head on, and I took on the battle.
Boy, I swear Irene plays role-playing games because that was good. You get extra XP for that.
Oh, tell my DM he should do that more.
Yeah.
I'm really stingy with roleplay XP. My God.
If he's watching, give Irene extra XP.
That's right.
Yes, please. He's also my colorist, so you guys haven't have now known
is he
him.
really?
Yeah, by the way, yes,
He's
my
your
colorist
DM?
is my DM.
I did not know that.
That's
That's
like great, good
hilarious.
game.
That's
by the
funny.
way, work.
That is
Yeah,
funny.
We go back.
But seriously, now, if I remember right, you said this is all digital?
Yeah, this
Or-
is all
It is.
digital.
Yeah, you did it all. So when you do digital, I don't know if we've ever gotten into the process stuff before. Are you all Photoshop or you're using Clip Studio, right?
Oh no, I'm all Photoshop.
You did this whole thing in Photoshop, huh? Wow. See, that's impressive to me because unless Photoshop, the thing I like about Clip Studio when it comes to inking is it has the stabilization like setting. So do you know do you know anything about Clip Studio then or no?
Yeah, I had used Clip Studio years ago and I quite liked it, but it was kind of this, I guess, learning curve where I liked it a lot. I even did a couple of comic pages in it. I really
Oh, okay.
like that it's built for comics. They have this paneling tool. You can have multiple pages.
Yeah.
It's great. And I wish all I want is for Photoshop to integrate those few functionalities into Photoshop itself. But then there were certain differences I couldn't get over between the programs where I do the way I work, I use vector sometimes or a lot of the time. So I
Okay.
need good vector and I need good typeface capabilities, and Clip Studio didn't have it at the time. I don't know about now. Their brushes were way better at the time, but I think Adobe saw the competition. They picked up on their own end and they improved the brush algorithms. And Clip Studio has the sort of auto smoothing, which is really good. But
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
also
Yeah.
But I also use Wacom tablets, so I use like a pretty high end drawing tablet. So that's less of a problem.
See, for me, I guess I'm a little better at it in Photoshop, but if I ever have to do anything inking wise digitally, I'm so used to using Clip Studio because it has that stabilization tool that it's a slider. You can have it on 0, which is obviously nothing, or you can like jack it all the way up, which I think I'm more around the center. So, when you pull a line, it's weird because like I ink with a brush normally on paper and I can pull really slick, clean lines, blah, blah, blah. But for some reason, using a pen on the Cintiq, it's just not the same. So I have to use a little bit of the stabilization. Now, when you're inking in Photoshop, did you get custom brushes? Did you make your own, or are you just using, brushes from Photoshop's, existing catalog?
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna mention, but didn't. So I use a Cintiq, which most artists do, but also I do have custom brushes. It's sort of this. I have a fiendish brush set that
cool.
I've just kind of built up over the years. Some are brush packets that I bought online. Usually I modded them, and so I've customized them for my screen and like every because every screen is different, even every Wacom. And I actually just got a new tablet because I'm hoping to work on the go, and now I'm going to make a new set to work with that. And then I think I used Lazy Nezumi for a while, which is a Photoshop plugin that effectively it helps. It's like a brush smoothing plugin that helps close the distance between Photoshop's brush smoothing problems and Clip Studio. But I use that for a while, but I don't need it as much now. The newer versions of Photoshop have really good smoothing. You can adjust the percentage of it, and I think the newest versions that I downloaded on my tablet, they have this, I don't know what it's called, but it's like you start at one point and then you draw. There's a delayed action, and it makes a very smooth curve afterwards. But it's great. You can just draw like a perfect spiral using this kind of controlled like line drawing thingamajig. I'm not explaining it well, but you can imagine.
No,
what
I kind of
mean.
get it. Though.
Spiral and thingamajig. I understood it.
Yeah. English. I am a smith of words.
A smith of words. I'll have to look at. I'll have to play with that more because I do have the latest Photoshop, but I just don't use it much for that stuff. And I didn't know there was even a smoothing stabilization type thing in it. So I'll definitely have to check that out. Jim tells you, asks, how does selling original artwork if you don't use live ink? You can't. You don't have it. I mean,
no original artwork.
If Brini want to sell this, she could sell print, or she could, print it out and actually ink it with Rule Tools and sell it that way. But if people are working just 100% digital, forget it. And actually, Rob Liefeld was talking about this in one of his latest podcasts that, a lot of people are just 100% digital these days. And it might, just think about 20, 30 years from now, you could very well not have original art anymore. It could just be so rare. Hello. It could be so rare,
Yeah. I'm actually, I know we're looking at a piece I drew digitally, but that was actually, I draw digitally when I just need to get something done. And when, not in like a, oh, I don't care way, obviously. But it is a little faster for me, I think, because I can kind of skip a step of penciling very tightly. I can, especially if it's not my character. If I'm drawing my fiendish characters, because it's my characters, it's easier. But usually when I draw other people's characters, it just takes more to finesse everything, and so I can basically go from rougher pencils straight to inks because you can correct the inks as you go. So if it's oftentimes for commissions, and like if I know someone has a launch, I'll just draw it digitally, but I'm making an effort to make more original art, which is why I make original art for auctions, but I try to do more draw streams, and I do intend to draw Fiendish 3 traditionally. I'll do digital pencils but print them out and ink it, because I do think that digital art and all this AI stuff will make real physical drawing a rarity, and that'll actually make it more valuable. So I want to have that, and I want that proof that I can actually draw. Like, this is not a computer doing it for me.
It's not AI. We do not have an AI Rini bot talking to us right now. So Randy is asking, which character do you like more? Did you like the angelic red-headed Adriana or the demonic succubus Lilith? Which one do you prefer?
As much as I put on this gothy demeanor, and I like my little cutesy plague doctor flushes and dark stuff, I clearly prefer Adriana.
Love it.
She's the heroine. I gotta stick with her.
Well, Alex, I'm playing Pathfinder right now, fighting a zombie. Yes, we're level 1, but I heard there's a new cover. Andy, go up and show the cover while he's got a minute, because obviously he took a pause from his DM right now.
Well, this is the black and white version of it. And here's the full color version. It has its own tier, cover E. And if you already backed the book, for people that just joined us and you're like, oh, I want that cover as well, go ahead, reback, do an add-on, whatever, and then shoot me an email or message with the new backing number and your current old backing number, and I will refund your original backing. So,
and the other cool thing is, if Alex, if you had backed one of the boxes, either the Kor-Drath the Awakening box or the Get It All box set from 1 and 2, you don't have to reback anything. We are including them both in the box free because you guys back the everything stuff. It's our gift to you just for backing all the big stuff. So it's a big thank you from Andy and I.
That's right. Every Wednesday before the DNA show, Dennis comes over and gives me a big thank you as well. One day we'll record it. Hey, Rini, now I am curious. You said you got a new tablet. You said you got a new tablet for On the Go. Now, because you're not actually saying iPad, I'm assuming it's not an iPad.
No, I don't use Apple products. I never have and I never will.
Okay, so what did you get? Because I'm curious.
I got a Surface. I got a Surface Pro.
Oh, okay. So you've never had a Surface Pro before? Then I
actually did. I have an older one, but it's several generations old. Also, I left it in Taiwan, so that's no use to me right now.
No.
So I'll just sell it whenever I can make it back here. I got a newer one. Look, I got one of the really nice ones, like 32 gigs of RAM and everything. So my plan is to like, I tested it out. So I actually I really do like Wacom products. And when Wacom was making their portable drawing tablets, I really liked those. I know a lot of people hated them. And I know there are battery problems. My Cintiq companion had a battery problem. I had to send it back. They said they fixed it, sent it back to me. Now I still have it, but the battery doesn't work. I effectively have to keep it plugged in all the time, but I still love it because all that matters to me as an artist is how the pen feels, and the Wacom pen is unparalleled. I've tried other people's iPads before. I've owned a Surface before. I've been drawing on my new Surface. Wacom's pens are the best.
No, they are.
So I wish but they're not making anymore. Even the new, what is it?
So they don't make, so Wacom, whatever, doesn't make the portable one anymore. They discontinued it.
No, they discontinued it. They were making the companion. It was obvious they were a drawing tablet company switching to making a full service computer. They didn't know what they were doing. Heating problems, battery problems. Cool. Well, I understand that's the first generation, so just keep on iterating and fixing it, and maybe ask people who make computers for advice. But as soon as they had competition from Apple and Microsoft, they kind of just gave up, and it makes me very irritated because I legit wanted to be a customer for the newer generations of their companions. But you know, whatever. I have a Surface, and I'm thinking of hooking up a smaller Wacom tablet to the Surface, and then I still have a fairly portable, station. It's just two things, but two like tablet-y thingies that I'll just bring with me.
But wait, now I'm kind of confused because on the Surface you draw right on it. So why would you hook a separate Wacom whatever up to it?
If I need more precision, because I'm just that picky. I can color fine on the Surface. Painting and coloring is fine, but I'm very picky about the inking, and I finagle the brushes. Yeah, because it's just I finagled the brushes with the smoothing and everything. I'm going to download Clip Studio and see if it's better, because I have been using Photoshop and it's not quite there. Like I wanted to feel like there's no tablet there. I'm just like really, really picky.
No, I hear you.
We'll see. Yeah, maybe I'll try Clip Studio. I'm hoping that'll be fine, and if not, I have probably an old Cintiq lying around somewhere that I can just bring with me. I'm full of old art things and tablets.
So wait, on the Surface, what size screen is that then?
It's a 13. I have it right here. The menu, little baby. This little guy. Yeah.
Hold on. I'm going to full screen you because I want to see it. Oh, and that runs Windows, right? Stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like
so you can just pop Photoshop on it and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, cool.
Just like this.
Yeah, I tried. So before I so my original Cintiq was the 13-inch, not portable. This goes back like to 2009, and it was the 13-inch screen size, and it was good because I always just put it on my lap when I was at my computer to work, and then that started it started crapping out in the standpoint of once I moved it onto my lap, if I didn't move or anything, jostle it, it was fine. But if I like moved it and the cord moved some, the screen would go black. So I just got tired of it. So I bought I think it's a 27-inch, and that's what I've had since then that I work on. But then I did try the Surface, and then I tried the iPad, and I like the responsiveness of the Apple Pencil so much better than the pencil with the Surface. Now this goes back to 2017, around this time. So, 7 years ago. So back then I liked the responsiveness better of the iPad. So that's what I use. And it's still the same one. It's the shit. I don't even know what iPad version that is. I just know it's from 2017. But yeah, so I mean, that's what I use, and I dig it. I know.
Yeah, I mean,
and you know what? I actually knew that, and I forgot to go, oh yeah, that's right. Because I remember you saying that before. Because you have a Samsung phone, I assume.
Yeah, never. I mean, it's not even that I have this burning hatred for Apple, but it's just almost a meme, and I'm a very stubborn person. But like, I'll see. I'm gonna if Apple takes over the world, then I'm just gonna drop all electronics and go live in the mountains.
There you go. Just don't let them flood.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, Rini, I got something to show you. This is what we've switched to.
Let's do this. You can see it.
Yeah. Are you familiar?
What is that? What? I don't know, but that cover is really awesome.
You're playing Pathfinder. We will be dropping 5th edition after all the crap that they're doing right now in 5.5. And literally everybody got a hold of me, and they were like, dude, we know what you're trying to do with Kor-Drath. And this book called Shadow Dark, Arcane Libraries puts it out, won all the big awards at Gen Con this year, the big 4 awards. She's even got, Kelsey's her name. She's even got the 4 great big, it looks like Olympic medals around there and stuff. Everybody loves this system. If you took D&D and say ICRPG, old school stuff, smashed them together, that's what it is. And all in one book. There's no big 3 books. It's super fun and exciting to play. And guys, I'm just giving it a plug because everything is super simple and stuff inside. It only goes to 10th level. It's definitely different mechanics, but it is D20, very much like that we're used to. But it's pared down math. So you can get an entire combat done in literally minutes. Look at this. Even got a book and awesome encounter tables. These are all encounter tables.
Cool.
So as a DM, and look at this. They even include in the inside covers important stuff that you're going to need.
Look at that. That is so well designed.
Guys, this is such a cool system. I'm going to be writing an adventure to play in this, but it helps to develop. Look at that. NPC names by ancestries. And this is just the basic book. They actually have zines and stuff that they're doing, which are kind of like the old Stargazers or Gazetteers. These are cool. So I just want to let you know, we've been talking role-playing, and you and I don't get a chance to talk very much. But Shadow Dark is it. I mean, I'm done with Hasbro. I'm done with D&D. And we will be moving down into this. It is fun, fantastic, and so many good things to do it. So I thought I would bring it to your attention because a lot of the guys in the chat here, they started messaging me and they're like, dude, you need to check this out. I hear what you're saying. It's so much more fun. You've played all the D&Ds. You've played Pathfinder. You've done all of that. You're going to like this better. And I'm like, But they all told me, so I broke down and bought it. It's fantastic.
Yeah,
There
it
you
looks
go.
like a really well-designed, straightforward guidebook. That's
Yes.
great.
Peter Ma says, Rini, she must have missed this. Rini, will you be an artist alley at New York City Comic Con?
Oh, yes, I will. Yes.
There you go.
Yes, I haven't like really officially announced it, but I kind of like dropped it the other day. So yes, I will be there,
Awesome.
and I'll be.
Katie,
Yeah.
Katie did for
Promoting.
$10. Thank you. Hello, Rini. Good to see you, Andy and Dennis. Thank you for making this Christmas book for kids. I appreciate you all thinking about our future generation. Need more of that in CG. God bless you all. Thank you very much, Katie. We really do hope you enjoy it. Please let us know after you go through it and stuff. Rini, if you haven't seen them yet.
We
Oh
got
yeah,
it.
the Christmas books are out. Nice.
They are. Hold on here. Oh, the Kor-Drath. Which one's this? That is the young version.
The activity book.
That's the activity book. Sorry. This is the I love to read. It was so cute. Dennis sat on my lap and I read it to him, Rini. Taught him how to read.
Aw, so
There were some
sweet.
few words that were tough. Words like in. Those were a little difficult.
But I sounded them out. I worked through
He
it.
did. He remembered his phonics. Oh, see, we don't mind showing more pages now. I mean, the campaign is still up for a few more, probably just a couple more weeks. It'll definitely be down before November. So if you want it, the book ships out the following day. So just fun stuff.
Alex says, wait, what?
Did you not know about this campaign? It was a separate campaign, wasn't
Yes,
it?
it was. Yeah, separate campaign. Links. The link should be in the description below. In fact, I'll show you a difference because we did. Okay, so this is the kid's book. Oh, he gets out of the water. He's freezing. Oh, he meets some little people, dwarves, and they warm him up by the fire, give him some hot cider. Those dwarves are nice. There's only 4 of them, not 7. And then he's on his merry way. He's like, thanks, guys. Gotta go. But we did a version for adults, because adults love Kor-Drath. So this is the You'll Bleed version. With blood splatter on the cover. And in this, some pages are different. So we'll just give you an example of that. Let's see. Here he goes and he meets the dwarves. He's like, hey guys, thanks for the hot cider. That's great. I got to be on my merry way. And when you turn the page in the adult version, he realizes he must sacrifice their lives for the greater good. And
they know his secret. He can't spoil her Christmas present. So the dwarves, his new friends, are but a memory.
He's smiling while he's chopping them up too. It's so funny.
Well, of course he is. This is the one book. I think Dennis's wife said, "Oh my God, Kor-Drath actually smiles," because in the real books he doesn't. He's got nothing to smile about. His whole tribe was wiped out.
He has never smiled once, and he is not slated to smile in book 2 either.
That's right. And look at that. There you got activities in the activity book, connect the dots, coloring. It's all black and white on the inside. So, yep, those babies ship out the next day. It's a Christmas miracle.
Ryan Suddenly Old got his books last week too. It looks like everybody's getting their books. So let us know, guys. Drop us a message what you think of it. It's a completely different process than the Kor-Drath graphic novels. So it was fun. It was interesting. You learn a lot, and but you'll have to let us know what you thought. It's really different from what we traditionally do.
Yep. Square bound, not stapled. Really, I mean, they just came out so good from the printer.
You should do the 7-inch
looks great.
like that. Yeah. Wish we could do that. The record, somebody else mentioned that, and I kind of looked up. There's a company out there that you could record stuff and have it on a record, but it would be so much more expensive. It wouldn't even be feasible. So, we'd have to find a way to do it.
It's that expensive to record a record?
I don't know.
Well,
I mean,
it isn't the recording of the record, it's the printing of the record. Because realize almost nobody makes LPs, the vinyl anymore to do it. So even the little small ones, I mean, you guys know on my channel, I do booking records. I collect them. So when I get a new one, I'll actually do a full page flip turn with the record playing both sides so you can follow along and read it without sitting on anybody's lap. But it's always fun. Yeah, back then they were cheap to do because it was LPs, which took you had your 8 tracks, your cassettes, and then later on CDs. But, LPs, they were the way. They were cheap. Not so much now.
I don't know. I mean, I guess we could always ask Eric Weathers because he did one for Battle Brick Road. So I don't know.
Yeah, that was.
You did not know that, Dennis?
You did not know that. I did not know that. So
wow.
Eric, cool if you did that.
Wow.
Oh, Alex.
Whoa, the magic in the air. Whoa, barbaric Christmas dare. Hold my hand through this winter's glare. Whoa, a miracle so rare. Wow, a true
Very nice
right there. I feel like having some cider and some eggnog right now.
The eggnog's already out. It's not even Halloween yet. Chill, guys.
Is it really?
Eggnog out.
Yeah, my local store has eggnog. I'm like,
oh,
listen, I like my alcohol, but this is too much.
Oh, it's alcohol. That's fine. Should have known, Rini.
Oh no, I like my alcohol, but I'm just like, and I love eggnog, but let's do Halloween first.
I thought you meant you got the alcoholic version of the eggnog.
Oh no, it was my liquor store has the eggnog out already.
Yeah,
that's what I meant.
Oh. Well, I mean, we went into a store and not only did they have Halloween stuff out, and this is like, a couple weeks ago, still in September.
Oh, yeah.
Not only did they have Halloween stuff out, but like literally 2 rows over, they were already putting Christmas stuff out. And it's like, Jesus, can't you get through one before going through the other? Come on. I don't need to see them this early.
Halloween, Thanksgiving, none of that is done yet. We're just going straight for the end.
And I like fall. I like the Christmas season and stuff, but I'm fine with none of that crap showing up until after Halloween. So
yes, I agree.
I went in 1988, and was when I started. I was Clemens Hall, so back it's no longer up there. They tore down all those halls. Clemens, Nelson, Breeze, they're all gone now. But yes, I was Clemens Hall. And was there for 5 years. I went on the 5-year plan because I had so much fun.
See, that proves my point. You and I are the same age. You were born just a few weeks after me. I graduated high school in 87. You graduated in 88 because you were on a 13-year plan, not the 12-year plan. And then instead of doing 4 years of college like most normal people, it took you 5. And you still got an associate's degree, and that was it.
No. And I'm going to say shout out to my buddy Ron. He was on the 8-year plan. He was the one getting us alcohol back when we were underage in there. And I'm like, you're that old? He goes, oh, yeah, 8 years. So he got an 8-year degree, almost had enough for 3 full degrees.
Oh, did you miss the big news, Nicholas? The big news is we're debuting Rini's variant cover for Kor-Drath the Awakening. You can get it in full color, or we're also doing the black and white version cover, no logo or anything. And that is available only in one of the collector's boxes. The great news is if you've backed a collector's box tier already, you are going to be getting both covers as part of that tier. And you don't have to do anything extra. You back the box, you get both of the books. Boom, there you go. We like to make it nice and easy. Just like Dennis's first girlfriend.
Yeah,
nice
but they were. Wow. Well, dude, you
didn't marry her? You didn't. What?
No, I'm saying she does watch this. Do not piss her off. I changed my name and moved. And she still found me. So I'm just saying, don't be too out there because she may come knocking on your door. She's very protective.
Okay.
She's the one stalking you,
Hello.
not me. So I'm not worried about it.
That
Just
is
saying.
that is impressive indeed.
Hey, Dennis, I'm not the one that came home from school and found a rabbit in a pot on my stove.
Did that happen?
Okay,
Poor
so
Rainey. I said that
Oh,
for a
no!
reason. You don't get that reference, do you?
this is why we love
No.
Rini on the show.
Oh.
It is another
What's the
American
reference?
movie reference.
I don't know the reference.
Michael Douglas,
Glenn Close.
Glenn Close on the pot. Yes.
So here's the question, Rini. Did you see I'm guessing you haven't seen every Marvel movie, but did you see Captain America Winter Soldier, the second one?
No, not the second one. There was a second
Oh
one?
my God, that is like literally one of the best Marvel movies.
Really?
Honestly, out of
It is.
every Marvel movie, it's the best Captain America movie, and it really is one of the best. So you should definitely watch it. But
Okay.
Chris Evans, Steve Rogers, is walking around with a little notepad that he carries in his pocket. So because this movie picks up, he's out of the ice, blah, blah, blah. So when there's new stuff that's happened in the, 70 years he was frozen, he writes it down to add to his either listen to list or watch list, whatever. And I feel like that's stuff you should do. You can write down Basic Instinct. You can write down Bugs Bunny. You can write down Elmer Fudd, Tom and Jerry.
Yes. It might be more conducive for me to write down what I've seen instead.
Be quicker.
Yeah,
No,
because
no.
the other list would be endless. But
So Fatal Attraction is what Andy was describing.
Yeah, Fatal
Basic
Attraction, my fault.
Instinct
Yeah.
is another famous one. It's the Sharon Stone one where she's in the police department and she uncrosses her leg. She's in a very short skirt and recrosses it. And all of the policemen are like, what? It's another classic scene that gets parodied in many, many, many movies. So, yes, these are two movies that are must-sees for American culture.
So I'm guessing you've never seen Basic Instinct either.
No.
Well, see, the reason why it's so shocking when she crosses her legs with the short skirt is because you see the tip of her penis. And that's why all the policemen are like, what?
Or in reality, it's her hoo-ha, as Nomsky said.
Wait, that's right. That was a different movie. It's her hoo-ha.
And it is. I was going to say. Hello, Newman.
But it is true. No joke there. Sharon Stone, for that scene, wasn't wearing any underwear. And so when she did the whole cross your legs thing, everybody in the audience, everybody gets to see it for that brief, however long it takes for her to do that.
So it made the list. So there's a list of it was the 100 most watched freeze frame VHS tapes in history. So everybody was renting that movie, and then right when she was crossing it, they were trying to freeze it and move it frame by frame to see it. So there's a whole list of these movies. You can find the list on there. And of course, I think that was number one. The most people did that, which is awesome. I just remember that.
Oh, it's like when YouTube has the most replayed section, and it's just a giant spike right there.
Yes.
Okay, so here's another little trivia going along these same lines we're talking about. Have you seen Loaded Weapon? I've not seen that. Have you seen the movie? Have you seen the movie Alien back with Sigourney Weaver from the 70s? The original Alien movie?
Not the original one. I saw the other one. Another
Aliens
one
from the 80s?
Yeah, the one with, I think it was from the 80s. The one without Newt.
Yeah, Newt was the 80s, right?
Yeah,
Aliens.
Newt was the first one, which is 79.
Oh, okay. So you haven't seen the first one?
Not the first one. I've seen another one where Charles Dance was in it.
Okay, well, there is a scene in that movie where Sigourney Weaver is changing into like a spacesuit or some shit, and she has on a white tank top. It's like a half shirt tank top, tight, of course. And she had, and she's changing, so she has her just little white briefs on, you know.
Hmm. Oh yeah, I've seen this shot. Yes, I know.
Oh, and you know what they had to computer adjust back then?
Oh, yeah, I've heard the story. She refused to shave, right?
Yes.
But
Yes.
yes, I
Yes.
do know this.
Yes.
Yes.
She knows
That's
that.
pretty.
She
What?
does.
She
And it
knows
was
that.
I'm just
1979
gonna.
Alien, because there's my
Nice.
Alien box set back when Blu-ray was a thing.
Awesome. Yeah, I don't. You know what? I'm going to, instead of watching the movies, I'll at least look up all these memeable moments and
Yeah,
watch
that's what I
just the YouTube clips so I can
Yeah.
become a real American and I can get references. So that'll be what I do, because I there's there's probably 500 movies on my list at this point. It's not going to happen.
Are you a horror movie person or no? Like slasher stuff or no?
Sure, yeah, I like horror movies. Honestly, a lot of the horror movies I've seen just aren't that good. It's hard to
Have
make
you
a good
seen The
horror.
Terrifier?
No.
Okay, so Terrifier came out a few years back. It's a low budget indie flick. The Terrifier is a clown, real
Mhm.
nasty clown killer, serial killer, whatever. And it did really well. It's one of those indie flicks that just blows up, does really well. So they did Terrifier 2. Dennis and I've seen them both. They are really they're good. They're really gory, so you have to know that going in. Dennis, I was going to tell you this earlier, and I'm glad we were talking this so I can remember and tell you now. Terrifier 3, you might know this, comes out next week. Supposedly, I read an article. The first 5 minutes of the movie is so gory that in one of the screenings of it, a bunch of people got up and walked out, and some were even vomiting because of the
Really?
first
Like
5
that?
minutes.
Really?
Huh. Well, I gotta see this.
Yes,
Hell
that's what I
yeah.
thought.
Oh
I'm like,
my.
now I got to see this movie.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
If it's that
That
bad,
sounds
I'm
great.
gonna have to ask my daughter to go, because she's the one who always took me. Hey Dad, we need to go see Paranormal Activities. Really? Hey Dad. Oh, she takes me to all the horror movies, so she would probably want to go with us.
Dude.
Mm.
And the director even said that the first 5 minutes isn't even like the real big scene in the movie, which of course not. Why would you put that in the first 5 minutes? So the first 5 minutes is so bad, people walked out and were puking.
That's gutsy.
Literally. Trust me, you can stream both Terrifier 1 and 2. Either one, I think one of them is on, one of the streaming platforms that obviously you pay for, but free. The other one you might have to pay for, but they're good. I would definitely watch them before, going to see 3, so about the Terrifier lore and stuff. And like any movie, Terrifier 3 has some more, and I'm blanking on it now, but the cast, there's more of a cast to it, and you recognize some names in this third one compared to the first two, where it's like obviously the guy that plays the clown, and then there's the one lead actress that was in 1 and 2, and then it's basically ancillary characters, but this third one, because of how well the first two did, they're like, okay, hey, do you want to be in this? Cool. What about you? Nice. So
So Rini, you're supposed to ask us, are we supposed to watch something? So what's that all about?
Oh, I guess David wants me to ask you. Well, yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of those are different anime titles. Demon Slayer, Gundam, Dr. Stone, My Hero Academia. I have been watching Dr. Stone. It's great. Dr. Stone is a
Okay.
really good series.
is
really?
it on
Andy,
something, or do you have to like?
Yeah, well, I've been watching it on Crunchyroll.
Oh, okay. I know what that
So
is.
it's on. Yeah, Crunchyroll has everything. You'll be happy to know you bought Origin, right? You know about Boichi.
Yes, and no, what I actually bought, because I bought Wallman.
Oh, cool.
So that's I was able to get a 3-box set, and it came in a the box to pull the 3 books out, volumes out, whatever.
Cool. Yeah.
But the problem is they're not in English, so I adore the artwork. I just can't read them. Well, I guess I
Yeah,
can with
yeah.
Google Translate on my
So,
phone, but
Demon
they're gorgeous.
Slayer, people have told me to watch. I watched some of the Gundams because I do like Gundams. I'm a Robotech fan. Frega Boom got me to watch Ninja Scroll because I never saw that classic movie. And I didn't really know a whole lot about it. So I actually broke down and watched it this last week. It was fantastic. I understand why it's right there with Akira and stuff for classic, how it affected people. So that was really cool. So, you know, if any of those are worth watching, let me know what you'd recommend.
I actually haven't watched that much of Demon Slayer, but I definitely recommend Dr. Stone. Of course, Gundam's a classic. There's like multiple series of that, and I'm not a
Yeah.
Gundam expert. But I mean, it's a classic, so I'm sure you ask somebody who would know better than me which one
Okay.
specifically to watch. Of course, I will always recommend Vinland Saga and Berserk. Duh. There are some other series if you're trying to get into anime that someone coming from Western media would probably gravitate more towards, would appreciate more. Naoki Urasawa's work is among those. He did 20th Century Boys and Monster. So Monster is a detective, like a detective drama that centers around a doctor. It's really good. There is an anime and a manga. And of course, anything by Makoto Yukimura, who's the Vinland Saga creator. Like the art style and the storytelling would be more palatable to a Western, like someone coming from the West. And who was I thinking? Oh, Kenji Kamiyama. You guys know I love Ghost in the Shell. Anything by Kenji
Yeah.
Kamiyama. So, the Ghost in the Shell TV series. Everybody knows about the movie. The movie's by Mamoru Oshii, but the early 2000s TV series. There's 2 seasons. Really, really good. It's not like the cutesy anime. It's very mature. It's about international terrorism, and it's like the cyborg police special forces group. And the story is really interesting. It's very philosophical. And he has another series called Guardian of the Sacred Spirit. That's adapted from a fantasy book that has a similar art style to his Ghost in the Shell series, and that's also really good. But where was I?
That's cool.
Yeah. Going on and on about anime. But yes, Dr. Stone. So Dr. Stone is a shonen by Boichi. It's like the one time he's actually drawn something that was for kids, and it's actually really, really well written. It's the premise is something turned all humans across the entire planet, and only humans, no other animals except for like humans and sparrows for some reason, into stone. So and 3,000 years pass, and the main character, who's basically a young science genius, wakes up from the stone. Like the stone cracks and he's alive again, and nothing is left, right? Everything has been overgrown, civilization is gone. And so there are some people that are like these primitive tribal people and a couple of his friends, but then some people are enemies. It's a primitive world. You got bushes. It's the Stone Age again. But he has all this modern scientific knowledge, and his goal is to bring science back and rebuild civilization just from his knowledge of the past, of how the world was 3,000 years ago. And it's really the story and the characters are good, but honestly, I'm just amazed that the premise and how it's done, it actually is something that would get young people interested in the sciences. It makes it really cool and very applicable. This isn't just something you sit in a classroom and you're forced to memorize. He's building a light bulb with Stone Age technology because he knows the chemistry and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's a good series. You guys should check it out. It would be appealing to adults too. I've liked it.
Grave of the
I'm
Firefly.
just looking. It's been out since 2017.
Dr. Stone?
Dr. Stone. Yeah, I'm looking at this one article I found. It's from the article's from 2017, so that's been out a while,
Yeah.
then, I guess.
Yeah, it's been out a while. Yeah, it's not super new. Grave of the
So is
Fireflies
it something you'd
is
find in the big Barnes and Noble section of manga, or no?
You might be able to. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty well known.
I'll have to look because I love the guy's artwork. Stuff looks great.
Oh yeah, his art is amazing. Grave of the Fireflies is a Studio Ghibli movie. It's not by Miyazaki. It's by another director, but it's basically if you want to cry really hard. It's about a couple. The plight. The story is the plight of a couple of orphans after the firebombing of Tokyo, in World War II. Like,
Ugh.
it's really, really sad. It's
Okay.
really
It's
well
not a
done, but it's
feel-good movie.
horribly sad.
Well, the moment you said
No.
Studio Gimli, my whole family's in love Studio Gimli. So if I mention that to them, they'll be like, "Duh, you got to see that."
Should watch it. It's good. Also sad.
So I've got Monster, Dr. Stone, and Ghost in the Shell TV series.
Yes. Yeah, that's a great list. Just start there. And then
can't
once
believe
you're
you've
done
never
and I've
watched.
converted you to the Animus, I will start bothering you about Berserk.
I can't. Well, I've got volume 1 of Berserk, not the big fat one, just the actual, the smaller one. I've got that over here. I told you I read that. I've had that for probably almost a year now. He can borrow it anytime. I do. I just found Dr. Stone volume 1 on good old Amazon. So
Awesome.
Yeah, well, I do have stuff to read because Andy did
Yeah,
loan
you
me
do.
this book that I have to read. Barry
Yeah.
Windsor Smith Monsters. Yeah,
It
guys,
is fantastic.
this is big. AJ, love AJ, always gives great stuff. But yeah, Andy read it and he said you need to read this 360 page book.
Tome.
Yeah,
Ooh,
this is a nice
that looks-
hardcover. So I do have to find time to read this because do like Barry Windsor Smith. So besides that and all the books I just got, I'm so far behind. But with this list, I shall start. But notice, Rini, I made a list and I'm starting it.
You did. I should do the same. You're putting in the effort. I shall too.
That's what I'm hinting at.
I will
So,
get started. Yes.
Instinct and Fatal Attraction.
All right. All right. Where's my phone? This list shall occur.
Two classes.
Fatal Instinct, you said?
Fatal Attraction.
She said Fatal Instinct. Basic Instinct.
Okay.
Fatal Attraction.
So the funny part is, if you say Fatal Instinct and you cross those two movies, there are probably movies that have those titles out there.
Dude,
now,
could you imagine?
titles.
Could you imagine if back then they were like, let's do a crossover starring Sharon Stone and Glenn Close from their respective movies?
Yes.
It's like Freddy versus Jason.
Well, just so you guys know,
crazy women.
I've got it, at least the first one or two. Sumerian is doing a Basic Instinct comic book. And so I was like, really? They did an American Psycho one with a twist to it. So that actually was pretty interesting too.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, guys, I do apologize, but it is time for me
No
to
problem.
go.
We know, we do.
I'm
We,
good.
Going.
we appreciate everything you did.
Yes,
We
thank
love
you.
the cover. It turned out so fantastic, and we will be putting this up on social media for everybody to look at.
Yep.
Sweet.
So
Yes.
guys,
I'm glad I got to see the colors. It turned out great.
Yeah, I thought he
turned
would have
out
sent it
great.
to you. If I knew
No,
that, I
no.
would have sent it to you.
That's so funny. Yeah, great looking book. Congrats on how this book is doing. Everyone go back. Kor-Drath
That's right.
Kor-Drath 2.
Get
Yes.
Reenie's cover.
And tell your
before you
DM,
go,
tell your
before
DM
you
it
go,
turned out great.
real quick, the day later says Reenie should start a reaction channel, watch a couple movies a week.
Yeah,
and watch them on your tablet with headphones so nobody hears it. You don't want a copyright strike, but have you that camera on for those specific moments.
Yeah, I guess I
can just
should
see
do
yourself.
that. Yeah. I don't. I guess people do those. I'd feel a little weird, but I guess it's entertaining. So good idea.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, see.
But
Kitty
hail
Moss says,
pity.
there you go. There you
All
go.
right.
Well, thank you for
thank
joining
you all
us. Have
so
a
much.
great time at
Thanks,
dinner.
Rini. We'll talk to you later.
Yes.
If you ever
Yes.
want to chat about role-playing game stuff, just give me a shout.
Okay, I certainly will. We definitely got to do that. Have a good night, guys.
I know.
Later.
Good night, Greenie. Bye.
Bye.
Well, that was fun.
That was.
Yeah, I looked up
Glad you
Dr.
made it.
Stone. Dr. Stone looks really looks pretty good. And I can actually read it compared to that Boichi's the artist stuff. the Wallman stuff that is in French that I can't read, but I can look at the pictures. So
Yep. No,
might have to
good list.
might have to
Give
get
me
another
something
manga
else
to look at. So
well, if I
well,
can
there you
find
go.
that Ghost in the Shell, I can download it because I got a couple of flights that I have to take. So that
Now
would be
remember,
to watch.
she's not talking about Ghost in the Shell with Scarlett Johansson. She's talking about the
You said the
cartoon.
TV series.
I know. The TV series is very good. Lil needs more white instead of the green on her body. I know what you want to do, but it's not good. And it's too burnt. It'll be too dark in print. I mean, we'll see. We can always adjust stuff, but we got it. So Dennis needs to check out Overlord.
As in, is it a manga anime or is this the Overlord movie, World War II, which I've already seen?
All right, Moromi says Dr. Stone is good research. All right, no, I will. I mean, I don't like waiting for stuff, so I might check out a couple stores in town.
Well, when you say it
over
appeals
the weekend,
to kids, like what age group? I mean, are we talking younger kids? Are we talking teens? Are we talking high schoolers?
That's a great question. I'm going to guess until he answers. I'm going to go with 10 and above. So we'll see what Moromi says. But I say 10 and above. Let's see if I can just find something here. Oh, look at that.
Okay, so it is Overlord manga. Overlord starts off really good, but it gets more depressing. Well, I feel like isn't that kind of manga? Like I said, we watched Ninja Scroll. I got my wife to watch it with us, and I loved it. And when it finished, she was like, "Wow, that's really Asian," because she watches K dramas, J dramas, C dramas, and all the comedies. And yeah, she goes, it was very much in vain. It's never a happy ending.
Oh. All right, hold on here. I'll share my screen in a second. I want to see if this is
10 and above, you said.
It is 10 and above. Well, look at that. I think I found it. I found a chapter of it, I think, from the magazine Shonen Jump. Yeah, this has got to be it because people are turning to stone. It does look pretty good. I mean, like I said, the guy's art is really nice. So, yeah, might have to read it. Oh, look at that guy bursting out of the stone. Whoa, crazy. Yeah, I have to see.
Well, that's a good list. Monster, Dr.
Stone,
Ghost in the Shell. Have to see what we can find out. But see, we need to start a list.
I know,
which is good because we tease her a little bit because this happens a lot on our show and when we go on her show. But she just needs a list because she needs to get some of these references.
I know she does. When I said that about the rabbit and the pot, I'm like, this is more of a test for Rini. And yes, I was right. But that's okay because she schools us on things we know nothing about.
Well, she just did, and that's just it. That's why we love talking with Rini because she's always got good stuff.
Well, it's the late night calls when I say my wife's angry at me because of this, this, and this. What should I do? And she gives me the best advice on how to handle a woman. So,
yep. Andy, don't touch me. Get away.
Right. That is basically it. Rini's like, what are you doing? I'm like, well, I'm just trying to paw all over and stuff like a dog. And she's like, okay, just stop doing that. And what else are you doing? Well, she came home and told me a problem she had. And Rini's like, don't ever try to fix a woman's problem. Just listen and shut up. I'm like, oh, well, that just doesn't sound right. And she's like, just do it. I'm like, fine. And everything's been so good since then.
Yeah, so. Terrifier 3. I hear the door slamming downstairs. So that means that they got home. I will have to find out because I guarantee if she can, she'll go see that with us.
Dude, I'm telling you. So that's what we have to decide next week, Thursday night for the movie. Is it Terrifier 3? Now that's a movie that might not be like the big wide release, but let's say it is. The choice then comes down to that or Saturday night, the Saturday Night Live movie.
Oh yeah.
That's That's a difficult decision.
Yeah, both those trailers look
because they.
interesting.
Well, I haven't seen a trailer. Oh, you know what? I wonder if there is a trailer. There's got to be a trailer for Terrifier now if it comes out next week. I just realized that. I'm going to have to look real quick.
I played World of Warcraft. I enjoyed the originals and stuff, and StarCraft and the games and stuff like that. But I didn't continue it. But if it's in that vein, I probably would. Rini also likes Satoshi Kon stuff. My favorite is Perfect Blue. Rini swears on Paprika. My recommendation for movie buffs is Millennium Actress. The Millennium Actress. Okay. Is
right.
Lorne Michaels still alive? Yes, he is.
Yes, he sure is.
I mean, he looks like it, kind of.
Yeah, he's still alive. The cast looks really good for Saturday night. And apparently the movie just documents everything going up into Showtime. I don't know if it actually, it might kind of spin through the first episode of Saturday Night Live, but I think it's more about the 90 minutes or 2 hours, whatever, leading up to Showtime. So
nice.
I think. Yeah.
Well, either way, we'll have to see, because then it might be times, because I have to leave early Friday. I think Friday.
You do 5 a.m.
Yeah.
For your 185th vacation.
That's right.
Must be nice.
That's right. Nice. So yeah, we'll have.
Well,
to
the good part about your vacations are you always bring me back something.
Oh, well, we'll see if that happens now.
Bring me back a lava rock.
Yeah, I bet there's plenty of that now. Nice.
Hey, you should go to that part that had the big, what was it, the fires? Or what was that back then? All right. Let's do a refresh here. We haven't done that. I know we got some backers. So let's just see. Yes, we're at $52,779. Thank you guys so much. If you're watching and you're one of the backers, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. We were really excited to have Rini do a cover for us and get it in and everything. Thrilled.
She was really busy, so I'm glad. When she said, she goes, I'll make time. I'll find a way to do it. And we were really hoping it was going to happen, because, you never know what's going to happen. She's got a lot on her plate, but she did. It came through, and her DM, now that we know it's her DM that colored it, that's awesome.
I know.
Yep, liked it.
So, guys, you can go back her cover. It does have a tier all by itself. We'll get down to it so you can see it. I like it. Cover E right there. Rini's cover. You can go get it. If you want the black and white virgin cover with no logo and everything, you can go get that. Only, though, if you back the Awakening box bundle, which comes with the main cover, the homage cover, the Bud Root variant cover, the Bud Root variant line art cover, the new Irene Rini variant line art cover, of course, the main cover in full color that Rini did, the black and white edition of the entire book, Demise and Dracomort, the new game module, the exclusive Adriana trading card in the collector's box with all the stretch goals when they're unlocked. And then it comes also in the Kor-Drath Volume 1 and 2 Get Everything collector's box. It is everything I just listed, plus everything from Kor-Drath the Awakening, the main cover, the Virgin wraparound, the black, white, and blood cover, the homage cover, Bud Roots cover in color and line art. You get the manga black and white digest version of Kor-Drath the Awakening, which is rated E for everyone. The full color digest version, which is also rated E for everyone. The first game that Dennis wrote, Mayhem in the Mirador Mountains, with all the character cards in the map. You get the artist edition oversized hardcover and the Lilith exclusive trading card. Both of these box tiers are deeply discounted. so you get more bang for your buck. The 1 and 2 collector box is $3.99, usually $5.10, but now it would actually be 25 and 25 it would be $5.60. You're saving $61 there. And the Awakening box is usually $162, which would be $212. You're getting it for $135. So there you go, guys. Check that out.
That was
thank
your
you for
master
joining
class
us
in math. Thank you to Professor Smith.
What's that?
He says that was your master class in math by Professor
Well,
Smith.
you know, I didn't take math in art school, but I know it well enough for those easy numbers. So
Hey, Randy is saying to refresh the Kor-Drath the Christmas Miracle as well.
all right, hold on. I'll do that. Let me just do this.
My avatar used to be the dog.
And then do this. Might as well pimp it out too. Come on, present. I click the button. Oh, there it is. Tab, share. Yes, we're $10 away. 1990. The year Dennis lost his virginity. And also we're at $1,990. 45 backers, $10 away. Thank you very much for the new backer. Your books will go out tomorrow as promised. Put them in the mail tomorrow. Thank you, guys. Go back these if you're just joining us. The books are here. I'm holding them in my hands right now. The regular version, the mature version, and of course, the activity book. Get your kids off the screens, get them some crayons, pencils, do some coloring, crosswords, connect the dots, fun things like that. There you go, guys. Thank you all sincerely. Even though Rini says Adriana is her favorite, I bet she plays the RPG as Lilna.
I bet she would too, Randy. I bet she likes to play the bad girl, but she likes Adriana more, the good girl.
Guys, I'm still trying to talk her into dressing up as Lilna. So cross your fingers. All right, guys. Until next time, thank you for joining us on this Friday night. That's right. It's a Trump show. Oh, we're doing another one? All right, hold on. I got to close out with one. No, you're right. Let me fill it.
We opened, we closed, and then Rini did one with me.
When did Rini do one?
In the middle, you were busy yammering, so I did that.
Are you serious?
Yeah, she cheered and she drank with.
What was she drinking?
I don't know what she was drinking. She held up something and she drank.
Here we go.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. We'll catch you guys next week. Thanks for joining us. Go check out Ballers or whatever else fun show is on this fantastic Friday night. Catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Later, everybody. Appreciate her.
Bye.
An ancient evil awakened to slaughter his family. A mythical quest was revealed. Treacherous perils await. Lovers bound by destiny. Darkness gathers as a new game begins. One man's rage will shape worlds. Kor-Drath the Awakening. Only on Indiegogo. Back it now!